So I am Reverend Dr. Wendy Hunter Roberts. I turn around bipolar disorder, and I turn around people who can't lose weight, and I turn around lives and relationships. I'm so effective with other people. But honestly, truthfully, I haven't had a real relationship in more than 10 years. I had always thought men and women were pretty much the same, and if they weren't, men were just being difficult. So I began to take courses, and I began to read stuff, and I began to do seminars. And over the course of the last 15 years, I've read, and I've probably taken at least a dozen online courses. But I have to say, most of them are one-trick ponies. And they couldn't really figure out what was my problem. It wasn't simple. But Luba, she is the soup to nuts. She doesn't just work with a one thing. Oh, you just have to learn this one thing. You just have to learn how to be feminine on the first date and let the guy lead. Okay, I already knew how to do that. That wasn't a problem for me. There were all kinds of things I had learned that were no longer, that are often problems for other women, but they weren't problems for me. So when I talked to Luba, I was at a point of almost despair, because I had learned so much and done so much, and I still couldn't figure out what the problem was, that in most cases I couldn't get past the first date. And I knew I wasn't being a ball buster, and I knew I wasn't doing any of the obvious things. So what was the problem? And Luba was the first person to be able to just nail it. I wasn't creating any room for them to miss anything. So I'm now retraining myself with Luba's help to get them to move toward me. It's quite fun. I mean, I've done countless hours of counseling, spiritual direction, therapy, bearing my soul to really wonderful teachers and guides. And I've been so blessed in this area that for me, it's just a relief when I find someone that I can trust and who really gets me. And past the second date with a couple of guys, which is new. Usually I can't get past the second date. And I'm seeing where the banana peels are for the first time. The profile that the Magnetic Woman profile generated for me by my filling out the little template is getting me really interesting guys. Probably more interesting than, I mean, guys are like writing me saying, oh my God, can I get in my car right now? I have to meet you. I've never gotten that response before. And I'm pretty interesting, right? But I'm attracting a different kind of man. I'm dating a guy now. He's very interesting and very attractive, and there are a couple of others along the sidelines. You know, how I feel with my own clients, what I tell my own clients is, I'm going to be with you every step of the way. You do not have to worry. If you stay with me, and I don't just mean stay on the tit and keep paying me. I mean, stay with me, do the work, keep the faith. I will do everything that is required to get you where you want to go. And I have never had that before in one of my coaches. I've had good coaches, I've had good therapists, I have no complaints. But Luba, I have no question, is going to go the distance with me and do whatever it takes until I get what I want. And that gives me such deep confidence